as deserts and be able to crawl over deep desert sand, the icy cold conditions of the Arctic, and other places with rough terrain. You might think the wheels on this thing look familiar. That might be because you're familiar with the monster truck Bigfoot. The Overland is where the truck got its tires and wheels from. Part 2. DIY. Chainlink 4x4. Some do-it-yourself vehicles out there are really crazy looking and are engineered with some unique technology, like this Chainlink 4x4. This over-the-top custom 4x4 has an incredibly articulate suspension, which allows it to crawl and drive over just about any terrain, including wildly irregular surfaces. Under the hood, providing power, is a 5.0-liter V8 from a 1993 Ford Mustang. To see this thing in action is almost mind-boggling, as it seems like both halves of the vehicle can move over completely different terrain. Part 3. Others. Number 6. Tatra T8113 Kolos. The Tatra was a truck that was produced in Czechoslovakia by the Tatra Company from 1967 to 1982. The basic representative of this series was a military version of the 8x8 Kolos, or Colossus, which is able to pull trailers up to a total weight of 100 tons. The company also produced a civilian version in a choice of 4x4 or 6x6. After 15 years of being in production, a total of 11,751 vehicles were built in all modifications. Many of the units were exported to the USSR, Romania, East Germany, and India. The first prototype had permanent four-wheel drive, and it was powered by a naturally aspirated V12 engine. The T930, which was designed by welding 4 more cylinders to the original T928 V8 engine. The chassis was unique in this vehicle and is a full-length backbone tube with independent swing half-axles. Number 7. Burlak. The amphibious 6-wheel Burlak is a crazy-looking off-road vehicle that is being designed by Russian engineers as an autonomous expedition vehicle for the North Pole. This unique 6-wheeled vehicle can carry up to 10 researchers comfortably to the planet's most extreme places and back. The 22-foot-long vehicle, 7 meters, is a real go-anywhere vehicle that was originally a BTR-60 armored fighting vehicle. Now it's unrecognizable as an all-terrain monster with wheels as tall as a man. Load capacity on the Burlak, which means hauler, has an enormous load capacity of 3 tons. You probably think it would be too cold or too hot inside this thing depending on where you are. But the body is heavily insulated, and it is also equipped with a kitchen, shower, and other amenities. And if something goes wrong, all the vehicle's systems and even the engine are accessible from inside the vehicle. Number 8. Aton Impulse Viking, 2992. Hailing from the automotive production megaplex of Neberezhny Chelny in southwest Russia, the Aton Impulse Viking is a no-nonsense Russian 7-seater that looks like an apocalyptic off-roader. This gigantic amphibious 7-seater looks like every bit of a Tonka monster truck. Surprisingly, the Viking 2992 weighs over 3.3 tons, but it's fitted with a remarkably small 1770cc engine, topping out at just 82 horsepower and 98 feet per pound of torque. In fact, it's the same Vaz 2130 engine used in the Lada Niva off-roader. As such, it's not a speedster. Targeted as an emergency rescue vehicle and heavy industrial getabout, the Viking only goes about 37 miles per hour, 60 kilometers per hour on the road. But it can also move about 9 miles per hour on the water. It rides on giant balloon tires, and the driver can adjust tire pressures at any time from inside the cabin. The suspension is also pneumatically adjustable to give you 10 inches, 25 centimeters more ground clearance when you need it. The key is low tire pressure creates bigger contact patches, minimizing ground pressure and environmental damage. How much would all this cost you? The Viking 2992 sells for about $200,000, but you can option it up over $350,000 as a 12-seat, 6-wheeler with a self-propelled trailer on the back. Number 9. Torsys Praetorian. If you were ever in the need for a 4-wheel drive bus, then the Torsys Praetorian would be your ultimate choice. The Czech Republic-based company creates this rugged off-road vehicle. The basic model has 35 seats along with cargo space for equipment. It's powered by MAN's 6.9-liter 6-cylinder diesel engine with 236 horsepower and a whopping 682 foot-pounds of torque. It has a 12-speed automatic transmission and 4x4 system, and a front differential lock gets the front wheels turning in unison to improve traction. Its rugged styling is accentuated by its high stance, unique bodywork, and plenty of dark tinted glass. There's no kitchen or TV inside, but it's possible that future models could be more like motorhomes. Number 10. The Toyo Tires Ferret. The Ferret was constructed using a 1959 British Ferret 4x4 military scout vehicle as the basic platform. It is heavily modified by Action Vehicle Engineering. It has 6 massive Toyo open country tires, which are mounted on custom wheels, and 2 of those are powered by hydraulic motors, which are operated from inside. It has a modified suspension with King shocks, which allow it to travel over the roughest terrain. It's powered by a Chevy LS engine, which is mounted in the rear, and this thing flies and can move over almost any obstacle it encounters. The Ferret would make an awesome military machine. Number 11. EFV. Since we're talking about all-terrain vehicles, then we better not forget the Expeditionary Fighting Vehicle, which was designed and built by General Dynamics Land Systems that is an amphibious armored tracked vehicle with an aluminum hull.